find your passion, the biggest opportunity parents can give to kids is exposure, not education. Right? Exposure is the key word, and exposure is the tool. You give tremendous amount of exposure to your kids in every single possible thing that you can afford. Take them to chess class, take them to skating class, take them to swimming class, take them to horse riding, or take them to painting class. We have some entrepreneurship class, go to some design class. Whatever it is, just give them as much exposure as you can. Take them for travel, all that stuff. Because you never know what is going to click when you are early on. Because you really don't know what is good for you and what you're good at and what you really like a lot, that you don't know that. And how do you know that? If you don't even know such a thing exists, how do you know that? How do you can develop a passion towards that? It's impossible to develop a passion towards it. So the only thing you can demand as kids from your parents is get as much exposure that you can get. Because you really don't know what is the right thing that will click for you, and then you can take off from there. Once you find the right thing, and you can be never stopped. It'll unleash yourself automatically, because you got hooked onto something that you really, really like. You found your passion. Once you find your passion, you yourself are the guru for yourself. You don't need a guru. If you find one, it's great. It can accelerate your process, for sure. But once you go get exposure, find your passion, then you can launch yourself into it. You pick something, stay with it for a long time, and eventually money will come to you. So the answer to your question, money is a journey. You don't go at it like an event. It's not an event.
Like Warren Buffett says, learn the process, proceed will follow.
Yeah, exactly. Learn the process, proceeds will follow. So the simpler way is pick your journey. Happiness will follow automatically. Pick the correct journey, then automatically you'll be happy. In fact, I would choose happiness over money. Because what is tripping our mind is that if you have money, you get happiness. You're chasing money because somehow it was short-circuited in your mind that if you have money, you get the happiness. But the real goal is to get the happiness. So don't lose sight of happiness over money. It's a little counterintuitive. Because you've been always thought if you get money, you get the happiness, but it's really not true. See if you can prioritize happiness over money, and automatically things will look much better. The last thing that you should do is to stand in line for a job. Right? So take away the goal of getting a job, because somehow we are conditioned from young age that study well. There is a template. What is that template? Study well, go to IIT, maybe IIM, get a good get a good job in campus, work for 5 years, get married, buy one house in EMI, and
Pay for life.
that's it. Pay for life. That's it. It is C. This is the template that we are being taught again and again and again. And actually, I believe this template is the most bad template in the world. The worst template in the world is this
And
template.
it's followed widely.
It is followed widely.
Yes.
Right? So this is the template. You just go to the college students and tell them, boss, வேலை பத்தி யோசிக்காதீங்க. என்னன்னா, the biggest period school kids, college kids can take a chance is right after the college. Because after the college, they don't have any risk to take. Actually speaking, there is no urgency to go for a job. Why do we have to go for a job? What are you going to solve by just going for a job? There's no urgency. Most of the kids' parents are in middle class and above, right? Because I'm only recommending this for people where the parents are already middle class and above. And I don't recommend this to people who are in the bottom of the pyramid because they have survival reasons they have to bring up their family. They need jobs, for sure. But all the parents whose kids are middle class and above, their kids don't need jobs, actually speaking. Right? They can always get the jobs later. But what they need is exposure, real life exposure. And the biggest time that they can take a chance is right after college for the next 5 years. There's nothing will happen. Where does wisdom come from? The source is, it always starts with data. And a bunch of data together, it becomes information. Right? Information is really what? Information is really what? And then knowledge is how to do it. That is knowledge. And the most important thing is understanding, which is why something has happened or why something is happening. The reasoning behind it. Till here, it's actually about past. If you really look at this, till here, it's actually about past. If you do this really well, if you are able to do this process really well, over a period of time, you will be able to get into a wisdom level to be able to see the future. You find a problem and you find a unique solution, that's very important. And if you can exchange that solution and trade that with someone else in exchange of value, you completed the loop. Most people stop here, which is the second step. They think they found a problem, they think they have a solution, but they were never been able to trade that solution for value, for money. The reason is their problems are mostly artificial, or their problems are, it's not a problem that many people have. They and their friends have. That's about it. After they exhausted their friends list, they are not able to sell to anyone. Right? That's really a very narrow understanding of the problem. So they get some of these parts right, or they find a solution, but it is not unique. An entrepreneur first is a problem solver. Second, he is a nation builder. You may not have heard this definition before. And finally, he is a money maker. Simple as invention creates something new, and innovation creates something that sells. Innovation essentially have to sell. If you're not getting value out of it, it's not an innovation. Every time you get frustrated, every time you get anger, every time you get irritation, there is an opportunity to solve that problem. If you take a step back from that anger, if you take a step back from the irritation, if you take a step back from the frustration, you will see a hidden problem there. And that problem can be converted if you find a solution. If many people have the same problem, and if you can find a unique solution, that's a big business. The biggest tool an entrepreneur has in himself is a concept called connecting the dots. What is that? I talked about knowledge, right? Russell-Ackoff's diagram. Knowledge is bits and pieces of information that like this, right? But what is experience? Experience is you have been using that knowledge in a certain fashion so that you can go on it like this, right? But what does an entrepreneur do? Which is different from what a manager does, is this. It is the same dots. An experienced manager draws a diagram like this. An entrepreneur is able to find இந்த படத்துக்குள்ள ஒரு பூனைக்குட்டி ஒளிஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கு, அந்த பூனைக்குட்டியை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது தான் entrepreneur வேலை. If you can connect the dots correctly, you will actually find a new thing, a new object. You can create something new, which is something that somebody else cannot do. An experienced guy cannot do that, but an entrepreneur can do that. That makes it a very, very big difference, right? So, and this is the foundation of creativity. Creativity means how you connect the dots. You have bits and pieces of information, and if you can uniquely connect the dots, you will get this cat. But what does entrepreneur do? He does everything. An entrepreneur gets an opportunity to understand a business, hire people, recruit people, source funding, deploy funding, do work with marketing guys, get the product out, work with sales guys, tell them how to sell. If you want to learn everything under the sun, there is only one tool, and that tool is entrepreneurship. You're not a specialist in just one thing. You got to know many things.